What's up, everybody? It is Dynasty Mir Search for Uhuru. Thank you for joining us again. This video is going to be very brief. I'm going to get right to the point and jump right in. But what Black people have to understand, especially Black people who are defending illegal immigration, Black people on the left, okay, you obviously do not see the bigger picture. Usually the argument that's made in defense of illegal immigration, usually the argument that is made in defense of illegal immigration is the argument of, well, these illegal immigrants are taking uh, low paying jobs, low wage jobs, whether it be carpenters, roofers, gardeners, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but again, you're not seeing the bigger picture. This is the bigger picture. Number one, our youth, Black youth, who are, I would say, committing or involved in crimes or whatnot, that's opportunities for them. But also, as far as the bigger picture goes, this is what you have to understand. When you're dealing with illegal immigrants, okay, even though these illegal immigrants might be taking low wage jobs, low income jobs, blue collar jobs, you have to understand the ecosystem that's built around people like this. All right, let's break it down. So I'm an employer, okay, because for some reason people have it in their head that employers aren't hiring illegal immigrants, that a lot of these illegal immigrants are just all lined up at Home Depot looking for um, labor or contractor work. That's not true. But this is what you have to understand. All right, I'm an employer. I hire, we'll say, 20 illegal immigrants, right? Obviously, me being an employer, I have to have services or programs that cater to these illegal immigrants. Let me be specific. Say you sell insurance, all right? Car insurance, health insurance. All right, and I call on you that, hey, I want you to offer these products to my employees. I want you to come in or whatnot and speak to my employees. First question I'm going to ask as an employer with illegal immigrants is, do you speak their language? Obviously, if you don't, you being, and this is from a Black perspective, you being a Black American descendant of the slave trade, you're in trouble. Now, this business owner might tolerate you and say, okay, well, we'll work with you anyway. So you can pitch these services to, my fleet of illegal immigrants who are working for me. But say another company comes along that's next door to the current company that you're trying to pitch services to. He hires a bunch of illegal immigrants because employers talk, business owners talk. He needs services, products and services that are meant for his employees. You come in, first question they're going to ask, hey, the majority of my employees speak Spanish or speak this language or speak that language. Do you speak it? Answer is going to be no. Now, you might not have a low paying job. You're middle class, upper middle class, you're making decent money. But what's going to happen if you don't learn Spanish and cater to these employers who have illegal aliens? You're going to be replaced by somebody that speaks Spanish or speaks the whatever the language is. In these areas where illegal immigrants are moving into. They come into predominantly black communities, black neighborhoods. All right. Black businesses that are open, that are in these neighborhoods. Legal immigrants are not going to support them. Again, these low income, low wage jobs, these opportunities can be given to the black people in the community that need them. Trust me, this idea that black people aren't looking for work or aren't trying to do these jobs, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. So we need to stop using that excuse, black people, because trust me, there are a lot of black people who are unemployed that will be more than happy to fill in for these jobs, fill in these roles. But the issue is illegal immigrants will do it for a whole lot less and put up with abuse, a whole lot more, or put up with more abuse. That's why they're not getting these jobs. That's why when it comes to illegal immigration, people who hire these illegal immigrants need to be held accountable as well. So again, it's not a trickle down effect. It's more of a I guess trickle up, if that's the correct term. Because again, when you bring in illegal immigrants to work, you have to you have to build ecosystems around these illegal immigrants, whether it be again, the services for them. So if you're a salesperson and you're dealing with a company or an employer that predominantly has or that might have hired illegal immigrants, he's going to ask, do you speak the language? If you don't, there goes your opportunity. And then what happened, your company, because your company, whoever you're working for, they keep track of all this stuff. They will hire somebody that speaks the language, and then there goes an opportunity for you or somebody that looks like you. There goes your opportunity. Dawood, what's up, brother? Okay. Then again, as far as business related, okay, legal immigrants primarily go to or relocate to black communities. All right. But they're not going to support local black businesses. They're not. So when you have illegal immigration happening and gentrification at the same time, that's pretty much a death wish for a black owned business storefront in a community. There's a correlation. So again, black people who are defending illegal immigration do not see the bigger picture. Okay? That's the point I'm making. Dude, African illegal immigrants are not posing a threat in the same manner as illegal immigrants from Central America, South America, and Mexico. Let's just keep it real. Exactly, Def Rocker. And what black people have to understand, the Democratic Party has always used illegal immigration to keep black people out of the market. They did it back in the 1800s with the Irish, Jews, and Italians, and they're doing it now with illegal immigrants from Central America and Mexico. They've always done that. It's nothing new. Nothing new. So again, black people who are defending illegal immigration do not see the bigger picture. It's bigger than just, these illegal immigrants are taking low wage, low skill, I guess, jobs. Same thing with the Chinese on the West Coast, as far as the railroads go. You're correct. You're correct. Send me an email, search for Huru at gmail.com or message me here. Put it in the chat room so we can discuss it. If you have some insight for me, go ahead and type it in the chat room so we can discuss it now, since I'm on. Let's go ahead and discuss it. But again, Democrats have always used illegal immigrants to keep Black people out of the marketplace, out of the market. Read John Johnson's book, Succeeding Against the Odds, and he talks about it. The founder of Ebony Magazine. That's what I'm saying. Like the African immigration population, African illegal immigration is so small, it's not even a threat. It's small. But if you're in California and if you are a descendant of the slave trade, okay, Black descendant of the slave trade, fighting for illegal immigration, you're just fighting for it's a death wish, period. National Action Network, Al Sharpton and them, they're compromised, waste of time. These Black groups are here to see the demise of Black people, period. Including Maxine Waters, and I'm going to get on her next. I'm gonna do another video and get on her next. But again, if you are Black and if you're defending illegal immigration, you are in support of your own demise, or in the demise of the Black collective. Because this idea that Black people aren't looking for work, that Black people aren't trying to take these low-skilled jobs, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. What's going on? Illegal immigrants are just doing the work for less, for pennies. And so employers see it in their best interest to go the legal immigrant route. That's what I'm saying with these legal immigrants, whoever's hiring them, they need to be held accountable as well. Because trust me, there are many in the Black community that can use these jobs, and they're out there. Don't fall for that lie. The legal immigrants, they're doing low wage, minimum wage, low skill jobs. Black people aren't trying to do that. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. I know plenty of Black people that are willing to go work on these construction sites. Plenty. And it's to the point now, as far as illegal immigration. Because see, this is the issue. Black people, we had to integrate, we had to conform, right? It's to the point now, if you go on these construction sites, because they're doing a ton of construction here in downtown Atlanta, a lot of these cats don't even speak English. I mean, you go on these construction sites, a lot of these cats don't even speak English. Guys, get the likes up. Hit that like button. Like, they're not even discreet about it anymore. Now, this is the thing. If you're Black, try to get a job and you don't speak any English. And see what happens. But on these construction sites, cats can't even speak English. What's up, Brian Shepard? Yeah, I live in Atlanta. You know, they're doing a ton of construction in Atlanta downtown. And I'm talking about you speak to a lot of are trying to speak to a lot of the Hispanic workers they don't speak English. So that's the issue. That's why Black people who are defending illegal immigration aren't seeing the bigger picture. It make absolutely no sense. Because again, they're doing it for lower wages, and they don't even speak English on the work site. Okay, and it affects everybody. Again, here in Atlanta, if you sell a product or service that the workers use or utilize, if you don't speak English, and this is everywhere, if you don't speak, I'm sorry, if you don't speak Spanish or whatever language it is, they're going to replace you, or if there's a succession plan, they're going to ensure that that person either looks like the people that you're servicing, or you speak the language. But for the most part, it's both. You're going to have to look like the people you're servicing and speak their language. This is what illegal immigration is doing. But again, you have Black people. That's another thing I want to get into, the immigration laws. You cannot illegally immigrate into any country in Central America or Mexico. They have immigration laws as well. Another thing too, the way people of African descent are treated in these countries, they're marginalized. But you don't see the marginalized Black people, El Salvador, Honduras, Mexico. You rarely see them, if even at all, trying to illegally immigrate into America. So I'm not buying the whole lack of opportunity and being persecuted and running from gangs, or government excuse. Because if that's the case, Black Mexicans of African descent, Black Guatemala, Black Africans from Guatemala and Guatemala, Black Hondurans, Black El Salvadorians, those should be the ones illegally immigrating, because those are the ones that are marginalized. But you don't see them illegally immigrating. So I'm not buying the whole, oh, well, these illegal immigrants are running from gangs. It's, running from this, running from that. Because if that's the case, then the Black people, okay, who live in El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, those are the ones that should be illegally immigrating en masse. So that's why Black people who are defending illegal immigration don't see the bigger picture, and Black people who are defending illegal immigration, like these Black politicians, don't care about the Black community, i.e. Maxine Waters. So I'm about to do another video on why Black men should not have to defend Maxine Waters. Leave her, let her be. Let those white supremacists get her. Let Maxine Waters, Maxine Waters is on her own. Richard, I've been doing that. But Richard, I've been doing that. I know we have issues in the Black community. I've been doing that. Lacey, those Haitians are being deported in Tijuana. They're being deported. So yeah, I understand we have issues in the Black communities. But see, this is the issue I have, Richard, with your hold on. Richard Massingill. This is the issue I have with your comment. Do we have issue? Do we have issues in the Black community? Absolutely. But the same way we should hold each other accountable, Black people accountable. Why aren't we holding the countries that illegal immigrants are running from? Why don't we hold them accountable and tell them, hey, you should go back to your country and fix the issues in your country? Why don't we do that, Richard? Learn Spanish. Why should we have to conform, Richard? They don't conform to us. Why should we have to conform to them? You make no sense, Richard. So that's the thing. You make no sense, Richard. Absolutely no sense. Right. We do need to fix issues in the Black community. So tell these illegal immigrants, instead of running from the issues, go back to their country and fix the issues. That's what I'm saying. It's not our problem. No, okay, Richard, tell the illegal immigrants to go back to their country and fix the issues and grow. So we're supposed to learn Spanish, but you're not going to tell the illegal immigrants who are working on these job sites in Atlanta to learn English. That's all I'm saying. You make no sense, Richard. But anyways, get the likes up, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you go to Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Also go to Africa Personified on the same platforms. Make sure you go to africapersonified.africa, search for uhuru.com, dynasamir.com, amazon.com, search your name, Dynasamir. Please buy a book. Search your name, Dynasamir. When you go to Amazon, please buy a book. Till next time, peace.